Another day of biking. Left the e-bike at home today. Not worth. Well, it's worth, but need exercise. Legs kind of hurt though. It's alright, suck it up. Don't ever disrespect me looking like Joe Rogan gave up on himself. It's gonna rain. I think I have to do some maintenance on the back wheel of this bike. I think my disc brakes are rubbing. So when your disc brakes are rubbing, you'll lose a lot of your momentum that you work for. So it's not exactly what you want. However, you could see it as something akin to skating with a parachute behind you, or Goku training at maybe 20 times Earth's normal gravity. But for the feeling of freedom, it's not exactly what you want. It's not such a big hindrance for me anyway. It's I wouldn't say it's negligible, but it's not a huge deal. Trying some different settings today. The colors should be a little less vibrant, but the image should be clearer. Also, the width of the image isn't as big. I lowered the frames per second and upped it to 4K. So there's always a trade. You're either getting some less details or you're getting clearer image. I like the camera so far, but my absolute biggest gripe with the camera is that it splits files at 16 gigabytes. So if I'm gonna record for 40 minutes, that's like 35 gigabytes roughly. Close to it anyway. Always something in that area. Unless I turn the quality down to 1080p and only did 30 frames a second. Then I might be able to do it in just one file. But then the quality takes such a large hit, you know? Rain is starting to pick up. It was nice enough out tonight where I could have left my hood at home. Actually getting a little warm. Nice, I'm actually going to get the light this time. We'll go the inverse route. Down Dundas. That way I can get shoaled by all the terrible delivery drivers on my way home on Bloor, and then have something to complain about in the video. Just kidding. I might not complain out loud, but inside I complain. We're up from speckling to a drizzle of rain. If it just stayed like this for my whole ride, that would be fantastic. It's like the perfect weather when it's only drizzling, only slightly. You get the cool air, and then you get the rain to cool you down. Well, also you get all the beautiful metals that are in the rain into your skin. And it's really good for helping you to break out and get COVID and shit like that. Oh, you're crazy. There's nothing in the rain. Yeah, just the jet fuel waste from the sky, all the pollution that rains down, and some other shit too. Some other shit that you're a conspiracy theorist if you believe that. I don't want to get into that shit though. It's just a channel about riding bikes. Although I do have a lot of opinions most people wouldn't hold. At least not publicly, because they'd get fired if they did. A lot of these opinions hinge on keeping your job. Slowly. Don't waste this hill entirely anyway. Gonna get caught at the next light anyway, as always, unless someone's not there, but it's usually always the case. Nice, it's already red. I might not get it. This light is usually like an unbeatable trap. This guy needs to get in his lane. See, this driver's greedy. Fuck out of my way. there's no one here to wait for, so I'm not waiting. Reds that have like ample time for you to look at them and see that no one's there, I don't wait for those ones. Like if it's at a big intersection, even if there's no one there, sometimes I will wait just because. But if it's like somewhere that I know for a fact is a really low traffic area, I'm not waiting because that's just a trap to steal my time. Fucking asshole. I'm in no rush anyway because of the red light, but it's like, if that guy's gonna do that, he could signal like a lot sooner than that. Always better to go first at this part because of the construction barrier. If you go slow, it just makes a situation where a car could pin you against the concrete. Who else loves Allah? I love Allah. Big truck behind me, gotta hustle. Yeah. I was like, I'm reading. That clip of that NBA player is so funny. Really should have left the hood behind tonight. It's really nice. Oh. Like, just stop, dude. Like, is your 15 kilometers per hour, not even, like 10? Is your 10 kilometers so worth it to you that you endanger your life in the middle of the intersection? Like, what the fuck's wrong with you? It's not only that, too. Like, he's disrupting the flow of the drivers. You're good. No worries. Like, I'm never complaining about a rider that just let me by like that rider. They had the right of way. They don't have to be, you know, they don't know I'm there either. That's still a really rare and kind gesture from that person. But my point about that person doing the 10 kilometers, it's like, bro, you could literally stop and kick off the ground or the curb of the sidewalk, and you'll have more speed than you had doing what you're doing. The walking lane. People have different cycles of like experience in biking anyway. There's people who make a mini game out of like stopping at all. It's like, oh, how long can I stay in one place? How long can I stay on my wheels without moving, or like moving like a quarter of an inch without falling over on my bike? I don't think that's what that guy's trying to do, though. My whole point is it endangers yourself and others for no reason. So don't do it. Just fucking stop. Stop and kick off the ground to start. And then you run across that rare gem who actually lets me go by them. And it's nice. Just 1 second after. Some people would say that's karma, bro. It's just the universe balancing itself out, brother man. it was a raccoon. It's a cat. Been riding 5 days in a row. My legs are dead. They're not dead, but they hurt. I rode the e-bike yesterday, so I got off easy. That could even be why they hurt. With my electric, it's not as if I'm not pedaling along either. I'm pedaling along the whole time, as hard as I pedal on my normal mountain bike, but the trip is just so much shorter, so you don't get the same burn. And also your muscles, they don't work as hard on the uphill, which is what really gets you. There was no wind yesterday, but there's some wind today. And when you come home, when I come home to the west, the wind is blowing into you the whole way. So it takes, depending on how hard the wind is, you can expend up to 7 times the amount of energy you do. Whereas if you're riding with the wind and not against it. So again, it's another form of that parachute training. Come on, bud, go. Yeah, the two main things I'm trying to solve right now with this camera is the best format to record in at night, and also the wind noise, which I need to buy an accessory for, but to encode, to drop the videos on the hard drive takes about like 10 or 15 minutes to transfer. For me, my hard drives aren't the fastest, which that's no big deal. To encode a 40-minute video though, depending on what kind of quality I want. If I want native quality, which I'm not getting when I upload to YouTube no matter what I do anyway, but if I want better quality for YouTube, it takes like 5 hours to properly encode a video, whereas the way I'm encoding it right now takes 2 hours, but the quality suffers a little bit. So today I'm trying to do it in 4K and less frames per second, which is going to give it more of a cinematic vibe rather than a realistic vibe. But still, I'm curious. I haven't encoded yet from my 4K video, so I don't really know how well it's going to look. I've only done 2K and 1080p. I got really lucky. The rain didn't come. Even if it comes now, I'm almost done. And it is trickling a little now. I feel it on my fingertips. Cars won't stop coming. It sucks. Could have went there, but it's not worth it. Better just wait another 20 seconds and save my life. That's the thing, you should always be weighing your life when you're on the bike, man. Like, if something's gonna take 5 more seconds, just take the 5 fucking seconds and ensure your goddamn life. So many people can't even wait that. It's terrible to watch sometimes. You saw an example of it tonight that I ranted on about. In my last video, there's a guy with a baby carriage, and he's on his bike, and he has his dog, and he's in the middle of the intersection. And then after, I assume he blocked the entire bike lane. I didn't hang around long enough to find out if that guy in the last video blocked. Didn't want to get tangled up. This guy says he's turning. Wonder if he has the wrong blinker on. Maybe he's saying he's gonna merge. Seems as if I made it in the nick of time because it's starting to rain again. The rain's starting to speckle a good amount. Might not be able to, can't really see it. I can feel it though on my forehead. But anyways, that's it. That's all. Thanks for watching. And remember, the same ride is never the same ride.